Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have confirmed that their Kansas City mansion is now for sale after a series of unsettling events shook their sense of safety and privacy, the most serious of which was a brazen burglary that rattled not only Kelce, one of football's biggest stars, but also sent shockwaves through the entire NFL community. The story begins on Monday, October 7th, just after 7:30 in the evening, a time meticulously chosen by the thieves, who knew with certainty where Travis Kelce would be at that precise moment. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end was at Arrowhead Stadium, locked in a Monday Night Football battle against the New Orleans Saints, cheered on by thousands in the stands and millions more watching from home. While at that very moment, criminals forced their way into his Leawood mansion, targeting the property through a back door that they damaged to gain entry. This wasn't a case of random opportunists stumbling across an empty home. Instead, it was the work of a sophisticated criminal operation known for tracking the schedules of high-profile athletes and striking at the exact moments when they would be absent. Police arrived at the mansion the following day after the crime was reported, finding that the intruders had caused about $1,000 worth of damage to the back door. But the real losses extended far beyond the cost of repairs. The police report, later obtained by several media outlets, revealed that $20,000 in cash had been stolen. But that was just the beginning of what Kelce lost during the heist. As more information surfaced, it became clear the thieves had made off with items of both significant monetary and personal value, including roughly $100,000 worth of jewelry collected by the NFL star over the years. However, the most devastating loss was Kelce's first Super Bowl jersey, a prized piece of memorabilia embodying years of hard work and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, irreplaceable regardless of its monetary value. That jersey was more than just fabric and numbers. It was a symbol of persistence, triumph, and the realization of a childhood ambition to become a champion in the National Football League. Travis wasn't the only victim that night, as his teammate and close friend Patrick Mahomes had his own home in Loch Lloyd, Missouri, burglarized around the same period. The incident at Mahomes' mansion happened just before the break-in at Kelce's property. And although authorities didn't immediately disclose what was taken from the Chiefs quarterback's residence, the pattern was too obvious to ignore. These criminals were targeting NFL players deliberately, acting on meticulous research and striking with chilling precision. The investigation escalated quickly, taking a dramatic turn when law enforcement discovered the burglaries were likely linked to a much larger operation, and by February, 7 men had been charged in connection with what prosecutors described as a $2 million burglary ring targeting elite athletes across multiple sports. The United States Attorney's Office stated that this group didn't limit themselves to NFL stars, but also targeted NBA players, always attacking when their victims were away playing professional games. The criminal complaint painted a disturbing picture. The burglars would study their targets' schedules, determine when they would be out of town or engaged in games, and then move in with militaristic timing, maximizing their haul while minimizing the risk of running into the homeowners. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow's home in Ohio was also hit by burglars, in a case believed to be connected to the same crime ring, illustrating just how widespread and organized this operation had become. If convicted, each of the 7 charged individuals faced up to 10 years in federal prison, but for the victims, no sentence could erase the loss of security they once felt in their own homes. The FBI entered the case, recognizing that this was more than a local crime spree, but a sophisticated interstate operation requiring federal resources to investigate and prosecute. For Travis Kelce, the break-in was not only about the theft of money and possessions, but a profound violation of the sanctuary and privacy that a home is meant to provide, especially for someone whose life is so public. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates as this story unfolds, and for exclusive insights into how Travis and Taylor responded to this shocking event. Rather than letting fear dictate his next move, Kelce acted decisively, pouring his energy and resources into ensuring nothing like this would ever happen again at his Kansas City property. He transformed the mansion into what sources later described as nearly invincible, sparing no expense in protecting himself and his girlfriend Taylor Swift. The pop superstar had spent considerable time at Kelce's mansion, And the burglary, which happened while both were away, made the need for boosted security even more urgent, given Taylor's own high profile and the constant attention surrounding her. Travis installed a sophisticated security system featuring 10 high-definition cameras placed throughout the property to monitor every angle, eliminating potential blind spots where intruders could approach undetected. These cameras were linked to professional monitoring services capable of immediately alerting police if any suspicious activity was detected, ensuring a rapid response should anyone ever attempt another break-in. Motion detectors were installed throughout the grounds, creating invisible perimeters that would trigger alarms if breached without authorization. New lighting systems were added to flood the property with light at night, removing the cover of darkness that had previously allowed the burglars to approach and leave unnoticed. One of the most important upgrades was the addition of a panic room, a fortified space inside the mansion where Travis and Taylor could retreat if an intruder ever managed to get inside. The room was fitted with its own communication systems and reinforced doors, serving as the final line of defense where they could safely wait for law enforcement to arrive. All entry points to the mansion received reinforced locks, making it exponentially more challenging for anyone to force their way in as the burglars had done before. Travis even brought in 2 guard dogs, providing not just electronic surveillance, but living, breathing deterrents capable of detecting and scaring off intruders with their mere presence. The total cost of these upgrades reportedly reached $49,000, a significant sum, but one Kelce considered essential in the aftermath of the break-in and in light of ongoing risks faced by celebrities. For Travis, it wasn't about the money. He believed no price could be placed on peace of mind or the safety of the woman he loved. Sources close to the couple said Travis considered the security improvements a Christmas gift to Taylor, offering her the gift of safety and reassurance, a gesture that meant more than any material possession. The move showed how seriously Kelce took his role as a protector, knowing that Taylor's fame brought additional security concerns that had only grown after the burglary. Taylor had her own security team and protocols. But knowing the Kansas City mansion was now fortified gave both of them renewed confidence they could enjoy their time there without constantly watching their backs. Patrick Mahomes also took similar steps at his Belton mansion, acknowledging that the threat wasn't isolated and that pro athletes had become prime targets for organized criminals. The series of burglaries sparked conversations throughout the NFL about security, highlighting how public figures with predictable schedules could be especially vulnerable. Security experts weighed in, explaining that even wealthy homeowners sometimes overlook basic steps such as locking all doors and windows, keeping valuables out of view, and varying routines so as not to be easy targets for anyone watching. The Kelce case also showed how social media and public schedules can inadvertently help criminals, as NFL game times are public and widely broadcast, making it simple for anyone to know when a player will be away for several hours. Despite the trauma and violation, Kelce didn't let the burglary force him to abandon the home he had worked so hard for or the city where he had built his life and career. Instead, he and Taylor decided to stay, fortifying the mansion so it could remain a place of comfort and security. The decision to stand firm rather than run spoke volumes about Travis's character and resolve, refusing to let criminals dictate his life or sense of safety. The mansion had seen countless happy moments and marked an important chapter in his journey, and he was determined not to let a single act of violence erase those memories or displace him. As the legal case against the 7 accused burglars moved through the court system, Travis found some comfort in knowing arrests were made and those responsible would face justice.